Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Alex the Maniac is here, and we are ready for another Maniac Monday. Hello, everyone. Welcome to tonight's live stream. I'm Alex the Maniac. If you don't know me by now, well, what are you waiting for? Now, maybe you'll get a little better of a hint of who I am through to tonight's talk as we explore the future, what I've got planned with music, films, web series, food reviews, and everything else that I got lined up for us in the near future. All right, we're ready to dive into some amazing projects that I've been working on. Whether you're a fan of music, films, web series, food reviews, there's something for everyone tonight, okay? We're going to talk about a little bit of all my projects that are going on, and there are a ton of projects going on. Let me hop over to the YouTube and make sure that everything's looking okay live. Yeah, it looks all right. Yeah, looks like we're there. Are we there? Are you there? I hope so, but if you're not there live, that's okay too. If you're watching this after the fact, if I can just figure out how to get back to where I can comment in the chat room. Sorry, folks. Technical difficulties as usual. We're still figuring this out. All right, we're here. Maybe. No? Well, that's interesting. I hope that it's showing for you all live. It is on Facebook. We are there on Facebook, so that's something. I was hoping to pull up the chat room so that if anybody's talking, I can communicate with you all. Bear with me for just a second. Promise we're working on this. All right, we're just not gonna sit here and fiddle with this forever. For some reason, it won't let me into it on my own page, but I can watch from elsewhere. That's very strange. Hey, I'm there. 4 of you there with me. Hello, everyone. I just wasted 2 minutes. Sorry. Before we get started, I just want to give a big shout out to all of you tuning in live and to everyone who will be watching this later. Your support means the world to me and keeps me motivated to create and share my passion with you. I've got tons of passions, tons of things I've been working on over the years, and tons of things that are coming up. We're gearing up for a whole new season of everything. Maniacs Rant, that's right, bringing it back. It's not going to be daily, but it's coming back. So, where do we want to start? Music. Music has always been a passion of mine. And I'm going to actually be talking about this a little bit in 2 weeks from now. I'm going to do a whole episode on the live stream on July 8th. It's going to be titled Rocking Life as a Metal Band Frontman. We're going to talk about, how it's been a part of my life, what I'm working on. I'm working on some new tracks, working on which I'm excited to share. I'm gonna mix up some different genre stuff, but rock is my thing, metal's my thing. Working on some ideas. I've been talking to some people about some collaborations with some very talented artists. So we're gonna talk about all that on the live stream next 2 weeks on July 8th. That's gonna be the topic. And before the end of today's show, we're gonna talk about the schedule for the next, I want to say 9 weeks or so. So basically the next 2 or so months, maybe it's 8 weeks, something like that. For the next few weeks, we've got everything lined up. I finally got a schedule set up. So we've got some planning ahead of time of what's coming. I said, hello, every in the chat. I meant everyone. Everyone. Love you all. Working on this. Filmmaking. Filmmaking is something that I've been dreaming about for years, and I'm finally bringing some ideas to life. Part of this is going to be through Broken Rose Entertainment, and some of it's going to be stuff that I'm working on myself. But I'm very excited to start working on some of these things. We already talked about the music. Here we go. This is what we got. These things are supposed to be coming up. Here we go. So I'm developing some web series as well that cover everything from drama to comedy and a bit of mystery. Each episode, I'm hoping will leave you wanting more, and I'm thrilled to share some of the teasers with you tonight. Stuff like, that's right, we're finally getting to it, the Toy Wars series. I've been talking about it for years now that I want to do this stop motion thing that's geared towards adults. Think of Toy Story for adults, with battle stuff, basically the theme idea was, fighting for control of the toy box or something along those lines was the idea that we initially had, and I'm still running off that idea. And I've got a couple figures, including Godzilla, King of the Monsters, some Army Men, and some Lego stuff. If you've followed my channel at all, you know that, or Eddie Monsters channel, you know that we've done a little bit of work with some Lego builds, but we're gonna try and see if we can stop motion some of that as well. Um, let's see, where are we at? Yeah. Got stuff falling all over the place. So let me see if I can get my mouse to work over here. This is a mess. All right, the next topic, food reviews. I've done a few. I've done some on my own. Broken Rose Entertainment's done some, and Eddie Monster's done some on his page. If you check Broken Rose Entertainment out, or you check Eddie Monster out, all those things, check them out. But I'm gonna do some more. And the big thing I talked about it, I previewed it a little bit in one of the last videos when we went to Johnny Chimmy's place last. I talked about Doughboys and how I want to go and taste uh, different Doughboys around the state and compare them. And by the end of the summer, give my review on who's got the best Doughboys in the state that out of the ones that I've tried. So that's going to be a big project that I want to start looking into. If you know somewhere that's got really good Doughboy that you think I should be reviewing, let me know. So far, the only place we've tried is Johnny Chimmy's place, but I mean, I've had Iggy's and I've had a bunch of other places in the past, but I'm talking about filming and reviewing it. So let me know if there's some places you think I should be doing. Iggy's is definitely going to be on the list before the end of the summer. Of course, that's, but we'll see if it ranks at the top. So we're gonna, I'm gearing up to try out some incredible dishes. And I can't wait to share my culinary adventures with you. From street food to gourmet dining, I'm going to bring you honest and entertaining reviews. At least I hope they're going to be. And who knows, I might even try some cooking myself on the channel. What do you say? Cooking with Maniac? We could do it again. I definitely think it's an idea. I love cooking. I love food. I love cooking, all that stuff. It's a good feel-good thing. If you haven't been reading the ticker down bottom, I hope you did, because there's some laughs there. At least I thought it was funny. Q&A, folks. Q&A. I want you all to start getting involved in the chat. The chat hasn't been very active lately during these, and I'm hoping, and it was during the first couple, and it hasn't been lately. So here's what I want you to do. Here's my challenge to you all coming up to the next couple weeks. I'm going to lay out the whole stream schedule to you. So if there's a topic that you're interested in, I hope that you tune into that episode and have some questions ready. Join in on the chat, and I'll try to make a Q&A section at the end of each episode to where I can actually answer back some of those questions that have been asked throughout the show. Also, leave some comments on the videos. If I see comments between this week and next week or the week after or whenever, and I look at the videos and I'm like, oh, there's a question asked, I'll bring it up in a future video. I promise I'm going to work on that. Unless this channel blows up so huge that I can't keep up with all of them, but I will still do my best no matter what. You can also send things to my Facebook page or wherever. And if you've got questions, if you're watching this live on Facebook, you already know where I'm at there. If not, search me. I'm out there. DWO's Maniac. I want to hear from you guys. I really am. I want to hear what you're most excited about, whether or not you have questions about these projects or suggestions about future projects and content. Drop your thoughts in the chat or in comments, and I'll answer them tonight if it's still here. If you get to me before the end of the show, or if not, in future streams. Okay. So now let's talk about the future stream schedule. All right, this is what we want to get on to. This is the big thing of what tonight's about, is talking about what the future holds, and part of it is the live streams. I've kind of been blind running, you know, figuring it out week to week. I've got a pre-planned thing starting to come together after this week, so hopefully that'll help move things along in that direction. So next week, July 1st, the topic will be all about my time in the wrestling business. I know a lot of you have been asking me to talk about this for years, even. I'm going to start getting into this. So, from my youth as a backyard wrestler to my time in the ring on the indie scenes, I'm going to delve deep into the behind the scenes of pro wrestling. Join me as I share my experiences as a former pro wrestler, including training routines, memorable matches, and the challenges faced in the wrestling world. I've got stories that I can go on for days, but I'm going to fit it into a half hour. And if there's certain things you want to hear about, certain stories, certain matches that interested you from the back in the day, if you're an old school DWO fan, let me know and I'll definitely talk about it next week, July 1st, Monday, 7:30. It's always Monday, Maniac Monday, 7:30. Tune on in. I already talked about this a little bit earlier, but in 2 weeks on July 8th, we're going to be talking about life as a heavy metal frontman. My journey with Broken Rose, from forming the band and the creating process behind my music, as well as solo projects and what got me into performing music. Where did I perform first? What have I performed at? I've done some performances, oddly not with the band Broken Rose, but I've done some live performances. I've done some singing, and I'm going to talk all about that in 2 weeks and what my plans are for the future, because there are plans for the future. I haven't done anything musically other than a little fiddling, and you can see that on my YouTube page. But I haven't really played or sang, and I want to sing again. And I'm looking for people to perform with. And I've been talking with some people, and I think we got some projects lined up, and I'm hoping this year to start rolling some of that out. And I've been starting to work on some lyrics again. I haven't talked to anybody about this yet, but so there's the big reveal. I've been writing some lyrics, and I'm getting ready to start seeing what the world thinks of them again. All right. So that's July 8th in 2 weeks. 3 weeks from now, on July 15th, the third week of the new schedule, we're going to return to more about the paranormal. All right. We already did a thing last week about the paranormal, and it seemed to go over really well. People were really interested in the subject. So we're going to talk some real stories and experiences. We're going to dive into adventures with the Paranormal 7 or RI. I think I got their little thing over here. Let me. Not Q&A. Upcoming projects. Get rid of Q&A. There we go. Sorry about that. This is where I want you to check out, though. The Paranormal 7 RI. We're going to talk about that a whole bunch more in a couple weeks on July 15th. So if paranormal stuff is your thing, if that's the kind of content that would interest you, definitely tune in that week. We're going to have some of the most intriguing and spooky encounters that I've had during our investigations. I'm going to be searching for some other guests for this episode to share their own personal paranormal stories. So tune in on July 15th for that. And hopefully, like I said, if you're interested in being a part of that show, if you've had some experiences, or if you just want to comment during that show, we'll have some Q&A moments there as well. Week 4, July 22nd, the topic's going to be my fitness journey, from wrestling to staying fit and getting back in shape, and what my journey is now. The struggles that I've had, I haven't always been in the best of shape. And right now, I'd consider my shape to be semi-okay, but it's not where I want to be. And so we're going to talk about what that means and what my journey ahead looks like and what my plan is. And we're going to talk about how in 2012, if you watch some of the old videos, you might see some videos I posted recently of when I was biking in 2012 to get in shape. And I'm going to talk about that weight loss when I went from 210 pounds down to 175 in a matter of 2 months. I kid you not. I'll have that whole story for you on July 22nd as I talk about my fitness journey and the idea of just staying fit and being healthy. Week 5, July 29th, we're going to talk about acting and stunt work, some behind the scenes stuff of things that I've done in the past and things that I plan to do. I love doing stunts. I love doing crazy things, whether it's rock climbing, rollerblading, throwing myself into some dangerous situations and whatnot. And I've got plans. I mean, Enter the Insanity was something we talked about in the past, and and it hasn't really been done in the way that we wanted to do, other than a couple little things. And we're gonna go there. I've been talking to some people, including a guy that does BMX stuff, somebody that does fire stuff, and a couple other people I'm in talks with about trying to bring some exciting stuff to the world of Enter the Insanity. That's going to be over at the Broken Rose page. Definitely paying attention to Broken Rose Entertainment and brokenrose.com, because that's where it's at, man. That's where most of this content's going to come up. Yes, my personal page. Eddie, like I said, has got stuff on his personal page. We got the Tough Truth, and we're looking for other people to be involved in projects with us as well. Check out the Tough Truth with Thomas Thorne. His page is out there as well. You can look on the Broken Rose Entertainment's Facebook page. We shot out a link to that, and I'll be shooting some links soon. I didn't get time to post one on here, but we're gonna shoot some as well for that. Where are we? Week 6, August 5th. We're going to be talking about writing and creativity, crafting stories, exploring my journey as a writer. I love writing. I've been writing since I was a kid. We're going to discuss my creative process, the genres I enjoy writing, and some tips for aspiring writers. I've got a whole bunch to talk about there, including what my plans are for some of the books that I've written. I've got over 10 books fully written and ready to go. We're going to talk about what the plan is. There's a plan that we're working on. We're crafting the plan, and we're going to talk a little bit about that. If you go to the Tough Truths page, he talks a little bit about self-publishing, and that's an interesting topic that we'll come back to. And I'm looking at a couple options between self-publishing and a local publisher, but we'll talk about that all in a couple weeks when we get into the topic of writing. Week 7, August 12th. August, man, I can't believe we're already this far in the summer in just 7 weeks. Metal in music, influences and inspirations. I'm going to delve into the world of metal music. Metal! Discussing my musical influences, favorite bands, and the evolution of metal. Sharing some of my favorite tracks to listen to, and a little bit of talk about that. And of course, all the side genres as well. And we're going to break that all down. So we're going to have a whole metal conversation. So if the world of metal interests you, we'll be talking about that. Week 8 will be August 19th, Monday. Will be a Q&A session. Ask Alex anything, and I will answer. I will be posting leading up to this date for everyone to submit their questions. No topic is off limits, okay? So I'm serious. I want you guys to get your questions in. If you've watched this video and now heard about it, or if you see the question pop up on Facebook or anywhere else, listen to me. Ask questions. And if they're not answered on one of the other shows before then, that's going to be the show for it. That's going to be the whole point of it, is answering questions. So I'm going to ask for everybody to help out. Ask me anything, whether it be about my time in the wrestling business, whether it be about my time with Broken Rose music, film projects, anything, my personal life. I've got a book coming out about my life, autobiography, that I've written, and it's over 400 pages long, and I'm looking to get that one pushed out. So, but this is your chance to really start asking some of those questions, and I'm definitely, I'm an open book, and I'm willing to answer about anything. So ask. I know I'm opening the door wide there, so we'll see how that turns out. Week 9, August 26th, I'll be talking collaborations and future projects. Have you noticed that I'm talking weird ever since I got this piercing? I feel like I am. Maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like there's a every so often, because it just hits my teeth in a weird way. collaborators, future projects that I'm excited about, sharing plans for the future of my channel, and how viewers can get involved. So basically, expanding on the things we're talking about right now tonight, and just expanding that topic. All right. So let's see. We've got 10 minutes left. And I just covered the whole schedule. So the schedule we're there. So now I can just calm down and refocus and talk about a little bit more in depth about some of the things that are coming up. Like I said, Broken Rose Entertainment is gearing up for some big things, and we're talking to some sponsors. And if you own a business or know somebody who does that could do sponsor work for us, get in touch with me, because now's the time. Get in on the ground floor, because we're going to start doing some stuff, and we're always willing to promote back those who are sponsoring us, and to push their companies as well. So let's work together and make some stuff happen. The next film project that really I'm excited about, I've been crafting some of the book's already written, 13 Tales of Terror, but on top of the fact that that book is already written, I'm starting to craft it down into script form. 13 Tales of Terror is 13 short horror stories, and they're gonna be turned into a short film collection, into one film, one full-length movie with 13 tales in it. Not every story that's in the book can make it into the movie, so there's gonna be a couple spots open, and this is something that I'm putting out the challenge to local filmmakers or local writers. If you wanna get involved and be a part of this project, there's spots to make a couple of your own stories be a part of it if you're in that horror genre. Let's get in touch and talk about it. Write me at staff@brokenrose.com. I don't know if I've got that link already set right. I don't. But down below, staff@brokenrose.com. Email me there. I believe the email can be also found on the website of brokenrose.com. So go there, look around for a way to email us. I'm pretty sure there's a way there. If there's not, I'm going to be working on that soon. We're updating that website. That's another project that's big coming up, is a big overhaul on that site. So I want to get this project rolling. And I think it's reasonable to say that before the end of the summer, at least one or two of those short stories should be filmed. So if you're looking to act, if you know somebody who has locations we can film at, if you are good behind the camera, if you have any kind of skills involved with making film or want to learn, let's work as a team and start doing this, because this is a passion project that I've had for years about getting into the film stuff, and Broken Rose Entertainment taking off. So let's start making it happen. It's going to be a full team to make it happen. It's not going to be just me. So I'm looking for people to be involved and become part of the family. Just like DWO was a family for years, I want to kind of create that same atmosphere here with the Broken Rose Entertainment. So let me know if this interests you and that's something you want to get involved in. Other books that I've written that are going to be turned into film, we got The Tormentor. That's a horror film. It's going to be a 4-book series. So far, book 1 is written, and a prequel little short thing was written back in the day. The Artifact series, another 4-book series, and I haven't decided if that's going to be into 4 separate films, or if I'm going to do it as like a web series or a collection. I'm not sure how we're going to do it yet, because it covers time travel and things going on at the same time, but from different angles and perspectives. It's a lot to follow. It's sci-fi, action, thriller, and I'm really excited about it. Some of my best writing, especially in book 4, I'm very critical of myself, but some of book 4 is really, interested me. Uh, I've I reread it like last year, and I was just going, man, some of this is actually some of my best stuff, and I'm like I said, I'm very critical of my stuff, but this is one thing that I'm really kind of proud of, and I can't wait to share it and see where it goes into film action. On the Run, 2 stories. Um, the first one's completely written and ready to go. The guy went through some stuff and is on the run from the people that were doing some stuff to him, experimenty type stuff. And his one way out from the woods, he stumbles onto a road where he runs into this girl who's driving by, and she picks him up as he's hitchhiking, and she gets brought into the crazy world that's going on there in his world. And it turns out that the little small town that she's leaving is actually got a very deep connection to what he's running from. So they kind of have to decide whether or not to help each other out in their struggle, and looking for answers as well. What else do I got? Those are the big projects right now. Like I said, music, film, all those different things. We're looking in those directions, and I'm hoping that you're excited about it because I'm excited about it. I want to thank you all for joining me tonight. Your enthusiasm and support are what keep me going. And there are people that were fans of me during the wrestling years that are still uh, following me now. And I just want to thank you all, guys, because it really means the world to me. Um, Make sure to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any updates on these exciting projects. Stay tuned for more content, and I'll see you next time. All right, everyone. Goodbye. Thanks for tuning in. Let's see, where's my goodbye thing? I know there's a goodbye thing, isn't there? No, there's a be right back. Well, maybe not. I'll say thank you. Thanks, everyone. Thanks for watching.